Good afternoon and welcome to tonight's aftermarket session. Tonight is I'm doing this a little early. Usually I plan to do it like a little 2 hours later. But we're kind of gonna go over what we saw in the market, what I was looking at, and what I did do and what I didn't do. So today I did not take a single trade. I did not take a single trade today. I didn't see any opportunity for it, so therefore I wasn't trying to force anything. Fridays for me normally are just bad trading days. I don't trade very well on Fridays. So I'm not gonna trade on a Friday that I don't usually trade well in. Yo, what's good, Demarius? And I didn't see any opportunity to take a trade for me in my system. So if we're looking at the 5 minute, so we open up and we have PPI today, immediate sell off, and just look at the sell off. Right here, I'm just trying to find a bottom because coming into today, it's very bullish bias, but we kind of came back into OTE of this range, and now we're starting to sell off. Now the draw might actually be lower, so that depends. I'm not really going to try to predict anything going into next week. Monday we have a bank holiday. That's also another reason why I wasn't really trying to trade. I didn't see any good action. Monday's a bank holiday. I'm like, maybe we should just take an extended break. Less is more. Less is more, and don't let people tell you. I forgot. I'm not even showing my screen. I'm not even showing my screen. But Monday is a bank holiday, so I'm not going to trade. I know that we're not having the best action right now, so why would I put risk in this market when I'm not confident with those setups? So that's exactly my mindset going in today. Market opens right around here, and then we just get a huge sell-off. And like I said, I'm trying to find a bottom. I'm looking at this level. At the moment, we were forming an SMT, and I thought this would be a nice place to have a bottom and then a reaction up. And then this is where I was going to get my long entries. That never happened. We kind of sold off. We hit in this 1 hour fair value gap on NQ. Perfect sell side, and then just immediate sweep back up. And let's see. I'm curious to see where we were traced to. Like pretty much on the dot. Where do we retrace to? Equilibrium. Exactly. And then a huge sell-off end of day. And I haven't really analyzed what ES did. I wasn't really looking at ES, but kind of swept that. ES does look a lot better to this downside on the second move. But pretty much we sweep that low on ES, get that big displacement up, and I would have been bullish here, but we never kind of got an entry on the 5 minute, maybe the 1 minute or the 3 minute, but on the 5 minute there's not really any good opportunity to take a long in my opinion and for what I like to trade. So I didn't have any clear draws, so I was not going to trade this. This was not the type of action I like to see, and you can call me scared. You can call me scared to put on risk. But at the end of the day, bro, I would rather only take A+ setups and have like an 80% win rate, which that's not what I am doing right now. But I'd rather take A+ setups, have like a 60% win rate, and be confident with those setups than overtrade, take a trade every day, take like 2 or 3 trades every day, just trying to put risk on the table, just trying to make money. I know and I'm fully aware that this will take time and this will take time to master. I'm in no rush to put on trades. I'm in no rush to put my hard-earned money into the market. I'm an investor. Into the market, so I'm only going to invest in the best businessmen that I can find, and that becomes the best setups. I'm not going to put my risk. I'm not going to put risk my money on like some guy who doesn't even know what he's talking about. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. But yeah, I didn't. There really is nothing for me here. What I was really looking for is I was looking for this breaker fair value gap. I was looking for this. This was exactly what I was looking for. I mean, I guess you can say we kind of tapped it here and then went long, but for me, no. Yeah, take your time for sure. That's what I want to preach, and that's what I want to get at. Is take your time. Take your time, especially in this space. I know for sure when I first started, I was trying to make. I was just focused on the money. And if anyone else like tells you that you have to be in a trade or why you're not trading, why you're not taking that setup, bro, I'm playing the long game here, while other people out here are playing the short game. Other people out here are trying to get rich within a week. They're trying to get rich within a month. And bro, I know that if I keep going, if I keep persisting, if I'm consistent with this, if I keep on going, money is not going to matter. Money is not going to be an issue. Money is not going to be a problem. Money is not going to be a worry. Because I don't care about the money. I'm not doing it for the money. People get so trapped into this money. Like that, and this goes with everything in life, and I'll constantly say this. I might sound like a broken record. But if you're doing it for the money, you're doing it for the wrong thing. If you're doing anything for the money, if you're trying to become a salesman, and your worth determines how many sales you get, or how much money you're taking home, that shouldn't be your priority. I mean, sales is kind of different actually, but yeah, I don't like that analogy, but more off in trading, anyone can put on a good trade. Anyone can put on a winning trade. Anyone can do it. It's not hard. I've done it before. But what separates traders and people that are just able to make a quick buck off the market is strategy, good habits, discipline. Those will take you a long way. Those will take you places where putting on a good trade just won't take you. And putting on a good trade isn't just good enough. It is not good enough. But anyways, I was streaming earlier, and then all of a sudden my Wi-Fi went out, and I couldn't. I was trying to get back on live, but I literally couldn't. Like, my charts weren't even working, and that was around this time. So I wish I could have been on live longer this morning. But honestly, I'm glad that I didn't trade. I'm glad that I didn't trade today. Like this. There really isn't much to for me. There really is just not much action in here. Like this is kind of this is slow. Like this is not good action for me. So I'm very glad I didn't trade, and I just kind of took time off, and like that's what I'm trying to get at with this session is like there's gonna be times when you're not gonna be in the market. And the best traders are the ones who know their edge and know when to execute on it. And when they execute, they get paid. When you execute, you'll get paid. If you're patient and you're disciplined, you stick to your rules, you stick to what you have in place, you stick to the exact things that you said that you were going to do at the beginning of the day. And you can put on a trade and then add more size to it. And then keep on adding to that trade just because you want to make money, but like the money is not a problem. The money's not an issue. The money will speak for itself once you develop the right habits. Money will speak for itself once you become a disciplined trader. Money will speak for itself when you start doing those things every day, no matter what. And on a day like this, I totally could have try to force a trade, try to put on a trade that I didn't want to put on, or that I thought could have made me money. But that's not the type of trader I am. I would say I'm trying to become more disciplined with how I trade, and I'm trying to become more disciplined in my life as well. And I feel like that has kind of directly impacted the way I trade. And I'm happy for that, because it's not easy. It hasn't been easy, but overall, if you value quick money, like right here, right now, if you want quick money, bro, this is not your industry. Much love. I mess with the vids. Keep it going. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, bro. If you want quick money, this is not the thing for you. You might as well go to the casino and just put money in slots and watch that thing go, or put money on roulette. But my trading is I'm going to level up tenfold this year. I'm going to become a beast this year. I mean, I'm going to be, you guys don't understand. And I encourage you to do it with me. Like, if you look on my YouTube, bro, look at my series Activated. Look at my series Activated and do that with me. Do that with me, whatever you want. Just go out and grab it. Go reach for it. Stay disciplined. Do your things every day. Have a checklist. Have things that you have to get done, or else you can't do anything. Have things that you have to get done before you go on social media. Have things that you have to get done. Because about 3 months ago, I was wasting my days. Granted, I would occasionally study. I would occasionally take time and do things of that sense. But bro, I never got anything done because I wasn't disciplined. I wasn't all in. I thought I was all in. I quit my job, but I really wasn't. I had to self-analyze what I was doing. I had to criticize myself. And I had to, most importantly, hold myself accountable for what I was doing. The actions that I was taking I thought were unacceptable. So I didn't. And there's really not much for me to talk about in the markets. I'm kind of just going to wrap up with what I'm looking at. But if we look at ES, we're still in bullish structure, but there is plenty of room for us to head lower. My next draw for me would be this fair value gap and then this low, but that'll probably get taken out in an overnight session on Tuesday because Monday we have a bank holiday, and this low is probably what we're going to see. Then how we react off of this major imbalance within here is crucial. Do we respect it or do we reject it lower? And that's kind of what I'll be looking at. NQ is kind of different. For me, the draw would likely be this low. And how are we respecting that? Are we going to bounce here after we just swept this low, this internal low? Or are we heading towards this low? My guess is that we're drawing towards this low. We might form some sort of structure and then head higher. But this could totally be sell side of the curve. This is buy side. But I want to see more structure here. This isn't enough for me to formulate any bias on, and this isn't enough for me to take a trade on. Like, I am so serious this year that I will only be taking A+ setups and setups that I have a clear draw on, a clear and confident draw on liquidity. And if it's not clear and if I'm not confident with it, then I won't take it. And if I'm clear and I'm confident with that draw and I end up getting stopped out, or I end up missing that, or I end up losing that trade, then that's when I can go over and review. Why did this happen? What could I get better? The best way to win this game is to do this. Just journal. I just started this. This is fully a week now, and I encourage you to do the same. 2/16. I didn't really write. I did not take any trades today. Today is Friday, and next Monday is a bank holiday. I didn't trade this. We had PPI, the big sell. I didn't enter or take anything off because I didn't want to, and I didn't really see any opportunities to take a trade. We took out sell side right in the hourly imbalance, displaced higher. I wanted price to return this fair value gap and breaker. However, price never did. No trades today for me, and I'm not mad about that. I will take the 3-day weekend now. Stay disciplined, no FOMO, and therefore no trades for me today. We'll be back at it in the future. And the most important part of my mindset and where I'm at in the trading space is that there's always going to be another setup. There's always going to be another opportunity. There's always going to be more ways for you to put on risk. There's always going to be more opportunities for you to be in the market. So stop getting emotional that you missed a setup. There's no such thing as missing a setup. There's no such thing as it. You don't miss a setup. That is FOMO. That is the demons talking. If you always look at the market and then you see this move that it actually was your strategy here, and you weren't looking at the charts at that time, that is not your fault. You did not miss that. You did not miss out on that. You don't have to be in the market, bro. And the more time you're in the market, the more time you're constantly itching to put on a trade. Yes, I get that there's times when you want to test out your strategy and you kind of want to see like how you trade as well. Like I'm on a demo account, bro, but I still treat this thing like a live account. I still treat this thing exactly like I would if it's my real money, because if I don't, the times in the past where I've just treated it like it wasn't my money, I would full port the account pretty much, and then I would reset that balance if I took one loss, and then I would keep on full porting, and then that's when I got to $51,000 on that demo account. And I was like, bro, look at this. I just did this. I've ran up $10,000 at $51,000. I'm going to put $2,000 of my own money in here, and we're going to run this up to like $30,000. That's really what I thought. And that is delusional, and I mean, it's part of the process, but that's just to show you the mentality I had going into this. And like the thing that I'm working towards, and the thing that I'm worrying about, and the thing that I'm focusing on is, bro, I'm not just trading here. I'm not just trading. Like, to become a better trader doesn't mean just become a better trader. I'm becoming a better human. I'm constantly improving. I'm constantly trying to become a better person, more disciplined person, because I know that will translate strictly over to trading in every aspect of my life. If there's something I don't want to do in that moment, I will do it. Because in the past, when I didn't have this discipline, and I knew I had goals and dreams, but I never acted on them, I just felt so sad and so lost inside. Because I just started learning about trading. I'm trying to really get into it. My biggest problem is I work Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., but I'm doing a lot of research. Do you have any advice? The biggest advice I could give you right now is, if you're actually serious about this, if you actually want to trade, know that there are a lot of people. There are so many people trying to do the same exact thing that you are, and that there is no such thing as you shouldn't be comparing your journey to anyone else's. That's also a good piece of advice. And I would recommend finding one strategy. You can watch a bunch of YouTube videos on like what type of strategy. I trade ICT Concepts. You probably heard of him, but look up ICT Concepts and maybe just study those, because that's exactly what I trade, and that's how the markets move, in my opinion. Like, there's so many ways to trade, so don't let anyone persuade you and tell you that their way of trading is superior and better. Everyone has different personalities. Everyone handles money differently. Everyone views the market differently. So don't let people tell you that your way of trading is not the way. And then some more advice I would have to you is, come into this space knowing that it will take time. That's the biggest piece of advice I wish I had when I started. And I feel like I kind of did have it. I feel like I had people telling me this. Like, I did see this everywhere, is it will take time, but I guess it wasn't drilled in my head like that bad. Because right when I came into trading, I was trying to make money. I was focusing on the money. I was worried about the money. I was attached to the money. So as soon as I saw that P&L on that trade go from green up $200 to down 100, guess what I did? I got emotional. I just made $200, and now this trade is minus 100. I still think that this is going to go higher, so why don't I just add to this? Let's add more to this position, because I really want to make $200 back. Because I was just green and now I'm red. So then I add to that, and guess what happens? You end up the day with your account completely gone, because you didn't have discipline, and you tried to rush it, you tried to force it, and you were focused on the money. No, do not focus on the money. Like, this will take time. This will take time. The markets are always going to evolve. You have to find a way to strategically make this happen. And realistically, a lot of people want this. A lot of people are doing the same thing that you want. Same exact thing. So what do you have to do when everyone wants the thing that you want? You have to outwork them. You have to work harder. And I know you have a job. You're working 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. That sounds exactly like what I used to do. Sounds exactly what I used to do. I used to be working long shifts, and I decided I really want this. I really want this. I'm going to leave my job, and I'm going to pursue this. I'm going to start streaming this, and I'm going to put full faith that I'm able to do this. Yeah, I do have a safety net. Yeah, I'm grateful for everything that's in my life and everything that's happened to me. But if you really want something, you have to be obsessed with it. You have to be obsessed with this game. You can't just come into the market thinking that you're going to get rich within a day, within a week, within a month. No. Do you want to become a trader for 2 years, 5 years, 1 month, or 1 week? I can guarantee you probably want to be a trader for more than 1 month. So why are you tracking your progress like week by week, day by day? Why are you basing your worth just based on your P&L? Why are you implying that you're a bad trader just because you took a loss? Why are you implying that just because that day is red, that means you did something wrong. Maybe you did do something wrong. That's why it's a red day. But sometimes your strategy isn't going to go to plan, and it's all about how you're able to react to that. Let's go back to I think it was Thursday. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Yeah, Thursday, the 15th, yesterday. So I took a trade and I took a loss. And then after that, I got a little bit emotional because I took a loss. It wasn't even that bad. It wasn't that bad of a trade. I thought the draw was going to be lower. I failed to realize and see these PD arrays that were invalidating my bias. And therefore, we just wanted to take that high before then selling off. And I didn't see that. And then later comes, I still have that bearish bias, and we form a low resistance liquidity run, hit that fair value gap, and then head towards those lows, those equal lows that we were targeting. And I got a little bit emotional about that I could have just been in that trade setup. I took a loss, and I could have done better by taking this setup. I had a setup that I had in mind. I was going to take it, but I didn't have enough confidence in it because I was shaken up over that first trade. And that's just how this game goes. You get paid based on your decisions and your decision making. No one else decides how you get paid. This is strictly your work that you put into this. Is strictly the results that you are going to get. That's the best thing about this. That's why I love this so much. Is that there's not going to be another coworker or another other person that determines your worth or determines like how you get paid. It's all up to you. You're in complete control of this journey. You're in complete control of everything that you do within this game. So with that being said, you have the most power. You have the most responsibility. You have the most accountability. You are the boss here. So if you get emotional during this and you go on and blow your account, then that's totally on you. You gotta realize that. You gotta take accountability. But anyways, I'm kind of done yapping. This was a decent session. I don't really see a lot. I didn't take a trade. I didn't really even see any other trades. This was kind of a good day where I just didn't come into the market. I just didn't take a trade. I didn't see what I liked. I didn't see my clear edge. So I didn't take a trade, and that's great. That's all you need to do sometimes. Just hands off. Know when to sit on your hands and know when to not partake in a trade. But anyways, I'm about to head out of here. I hope you all have a great night. My Wi-Fi went out today. But we'll be back at it next week. Monday, I'll probably just do an aftermarket session. I'm not 100% sure, but I probably will. I don't know about Sunday, maybe. But with that being said, definitely going to be ready for next week, but I'm sad that we have a bank holiday. But I hope you all have a great rest of your evening and enjoy the weekend. Do something outside of the charts, and that's all I can say.